The Clean Way with Marilana. It's been so long, y'all. I'm getting into a routine. I've just been working really hard, but I came on today because I can't forget you all. Anytime I have a health struggle or concern, I want to talk to you guys. So it has been, I'm a moldy, so I'm very sensitive to environmental issues. I've been reading a lot of stuff in the press that has me concerned lately about psychosis from cannabis, psychosis from almost everything, to be honest, and it's unexplainable. And sometimes people are trying to pinpoint it to a particular, what do they call that, catalyst. And I'm here to tell you that I don't think a catalyst is always needed. The brain is very complex, and the best I could say, when you're having something that's out of the ordinary, you're around somebody that's having the out of the ordinary, believe people first. If they tell you they're feeling funny, this is, let me just show you the gorgeous settings here in the background. The water has come up to the edge past like there's a little bit of a line. I'm going to go see what the other lake is over here. Yeah, it's nice still. There's a great drainage system. So I guess it comes through. This is a catchment. I guess you call it a catchment. This is the lake. This is the closest thing to water that I have. Yeah, where I live. Now I'm seeing two heads over there. Oh no, one is a wire, one is the head of the thing. So anyway, if you feel like you're having a panic attack or something, share this out. I'm going to give you guys some quick things that you could do. All right, as we hear with grounding with nature. All right, there's moss like on every side of the tree. I don't know which side is good. I think moss is different from mold. So panic attacks, maybe breathing heavy. One of my friends this week said they think they almost had a stroke, too much on their head. You know, you need meditation practices. You can come out, find a beautiful tree, get close to the tree. Get close to the tree. Take your shoes off. Yeah, take your shoes off. Change up what you're doing significantly. Change around what you're doing. Sometimes immediately changing. I've been in the airport and all of a sudden I was with somebody who couldn't find stuff and they were starting to panic, and I told them, just turn around the opposite way. Look completely different from what you're doing. Turn around, and yeah, that's just sometimes a trickery in life, and it'll fool us. It'll fool your brain. It'll fool your health. And he did. He turned completely around and he saw that they put our items on the other conveyor. Very common. Look, we have a big iguana here. Whole bunch of flying guys. I don't know if he eats any of them, but that definitely looks like a welcoming habitat. A lot of floating, I guess because of the storms, a lot of tree pieces. And I guess that's the major catchment. I don't know if it cleans out in there, but I'm surprised. I thought this would be more full with water, even based on how much rain we've been having, based on how full that one is. This one looks cleaner. That one looks really beautiful right now. So that's one of the first things. Yeah, just turn around, do things completely different. I was having a little bit of that feeling too. I had somebody just messing with me. So I felt good, I felt happy, but yeah, our happiness sometimes is conditional on an environment, conditional on a person, conditional on what we feel is for our well-being. Sometimes we have to readjust that. So yeah, the first thing that come out, I'm coming to talk to these trees. This is a little air tree. Isn't these the coolest things? They just land into the bark and grow. That might actually be part of the tree, but many of them, they just land. They call it air trees, and they just land into the place. So good to see you, the Clean Way with Marilana, guys. I gotta be here more regularly because it is health that drives the wealth, right? Even I neglect sometimes, but I know those markers. I know when I'm getting into that 911 state. And I got to get out and I got to ground. I got to take my shoes and socks off, and I got to get out here and ground with nature. As a little girl, I walked barefoot a lot. I do not think they use, hence all the dining needles, water. I don't think they use much chemicals out here. Hopefully not. So you want to make sure if you are going on soil and ground, there's no chemicals. And we're talking about what to do when there's a panic attack. How do you change things around? So if you can't get out to nature, if you can't get near a waterway, because we all seem to be calmer in a water area or in a natural environment, get in the shower. Take a hot shower. Some natural things you could bring in the shower with you is I have a pink salt rock. I'll right away start rubbing it like onto my body. Get salt into you. If you go to the hospital, the first thing they give you is what? Salt water. So if you're feeling weak, if you're feeling panicked, you're probably low in salt, low in sugar. The next thing, if somebody's really toxic or showing signs of sick, you should have activated charcoal in your home, black charcoal. And just give it to them a little bit by little bit with the water, with some clean water. very little water at first, and see if that doesn't change. What I learned is most of the time, again, it's our brain tricking us. Don't blame yourself. It usually is an environmental factor. It's something else that caused that panic attack, that caused that neuroses. Wow, these are big, big. These almost look like hummingbirds. They really almost look like hummingbirds. They're so big, but they have the wide needles. And we used to call them darning needles or dragonflies. I guess dragonflies. They're beautiful. I've been seeing blue bees, what look like bumblebees, and they're blue. That's two flying together. Incredible. I think I have to come out to the pool today, guys. I haven't been out to the pool for a little bit. So turn around. Anybody want to share in? What do you guys do? Any of you have a little package? Smell some lavender. The lavender is great, but don't think people are playing. Don't think somebody's playing. Even if you just smoked herb and you're feeling nice and light. And this is one of the stories I saw, and the lady's boyfriend was having an attack, and she wasn't believing him for like 5 minutes at least. She said she was having a tough time believing him. All right, still a lot of. Let me show you this. This pool is gorgeous. So I'm lucky. Morning sun is best. Again, if you smoked a little, even drank a little too much, shower. They used to say cold shower, no, hot shower, to make the pores open up. Let me see if I remember this. Yeah, anything to make the pores open up and detox the body, because then if there's a problem, it should right away resolve itself. Simple, right? Hang up the phone, get away from the phones. That's another thing. Panic attacks, hang up the phone, get away from the phones. Now the pool's very filled up with water. It's got a lot of leaves in it. I don't know what you guys think about leaves. I don't think the leaves contaminate, but I don't see anything pumping. Oh yeah, I just see a little bit. I see a little bit, but the water looks a little stagnant. What do you guys think? I think the water just looks a little stagnant. Let's see where the nope. It's pumping. It's pumping. Just some leaves. Isn't this beautiful? I mean, like, if you don't feel better and you come out in nature, then you got to get to the hospital or something. But there's a lot of little remedies you can do. So I say immediately, can't find your keys, can't find something, you're starting to panic. It's just a little trick. My aunt used to say a prayer to St. Martha or something like that. I just say turn around. So if you're looking over here for your keys, you're looking, you've been going through this, just totally reverse the process. Go back, start from somewhere else, restart the process. Again, we were on the line at the airport going through, and he wasn't seeing everything. He wasn't saying anything. I said, just turn around. Sure enough, the stuff was on the conveyor belt on the other side. What do they call it? In school, they used to teach it like deflection and kind of like reprogramming. I can't think of it right now. I can't think of the school terms. I am just out here grounding. And then another thing to do, like I've been writing my story. I have some really heartfelt things I've gone through. Some family things, and they're really deep. So I've been writing them in the morning, but it's a lot. This morning was too much. And I said, let me get out for a walk. But then I made the mistake of like texting a family member. So it kind of built from there. But come out, ground with a tree, and talk to the tree. I tell the tree, like right now, so-and-so owes me. So-and-so owes me, and I'm giving it to you. Yeah, fine. If you can't find a human to speak to, I'm telling you it works. Go talk to the tree. Go give it to the tree. Tell them what you're mad. Tell them what you're feeling. I feel like, do I want to put my feet in here right now? What do you think? Yeah, it's pretty clean. There's a spider in there. I think it's clean. What do you think, guys? I mean, it's kind of green at the bottom. I don't know. Or is that something in the water? They need like a local pH kit. They're open. I guess I'm supposed to trust them, but I'm going to take a chance. I'm not going to take a chance right now. I'm going to sit in the sun. Because I came out to detox and talk to you guys about, isn't this beautiful? You like my house? You like my beautiful house? This is actually the community house for the property, but isn't this lovely? And there's another one over there. I don't know if I'd want so much property. Am I going to have so much property? I don't know, guys. I'm going after the music money. I am. That's why I'm there mostly doing my music. Because it's the Clean Way with MariLana that I can't forget. This is the place that gets me healthy, that give me those routines, those morning routines to stay clean. Right now, sugar is chocolate. I gave up ice cream. Ice cream maybe was more digestible. I don't know, stay, but I really wanted the flat belly. I'm working really hard to get the muscles up in the flat belly. But I took on chocolate. I love the chocolate. That's definitely not organic and so clean. And I was told to avoid chocolate. So we go through routines. I do little things to detox with it. So what you could do is have a little bit of the activated charcoal when you eat something like that. You make sure you really scrape your tongue good when you're having sugar. You know, there's ways to sop out the body. The whole concept of the Clean Way with Marilena was the body as a sponge. So whatever you take in, you want things that could be wrung out. And that's the problem with toxins. They get stuck. They get stuck in our neurons. They get stuck in our cells. And, you know, even like toenail fungus is something I was having an issue with. So I had to keep them really trim. I shouldn't even show you now. They got bad. They got bad. I was doing them, and then I was traveling, and I said, let me start getting pedicures. And I stopped the treatment, and I didn't realize, I thought that the medicine could still go under, but no. What happens is when you put the nail polish, the toenail builds up thicker, and then any of this stuff can't get in there, and the fungus will just keep making it thicker and thicker and thicker. So that's something I'm working on now. I stopped the polish again. I'm going to keep trimming them. And I'm trying something different. I didn't want to get that pen, so I'm using peroxide, and then I'm using black seed oil. Yeah, the peroxide first, squirt the morning and night to clean them, and then a little black seed oil. And it's just a couple of days they're looking good, but I had to file them down a lot. But again, today is panic attacks, strokes. You just want to do things to keep the inflammation down. The stressing yourself over what you eat, it's never going to work. So I'm always about what are some of the good things that sop up our body. Walking, getting out and walking, getting in the sun and sweating, right? Natural, you know, we need to do more activity. Just keep it active, you know, learn other ways. Even if you're in the house, just learn to walk around while you're on the phone, try to do things in the movement, you know, avoid sitting or standing any place too long. Break up your schedule, make short little breaks in your schedule. Things you should have in your home: body brush. You should be brushing your body. You should have a filtered shower head. Yeah, you definitely want your shower water filtered. That's really important. The pink salt. Having pink salt around. Again, I pound my own salt. Awesome. Activated charcoal. Get a good one, an organic one. And next thing you want to have in the house is colloidal silver. These are natural things. Drinking out of a copper cup. More things that, you know, better metals into your body, the good metals. Many of us have heavy metal poisoning. Plus, ooh, there's some big fish in there. Wow, it's cloudy though. It's cloudy from the rain. It's really cloudy. But it probably will shift. We had quite a bit of water. But I've not seen, every once in a while I see a boat on here. I don't know if they're allowed on this canal. It's a little small, but I guess anyway there's water. But you see the fish. Yeah, some decent sized fish. I like when the water's clean, you know? Yeah, when we can see through it. It's definitely a little murky. A little murky. Murky worky. So get out and do your sweat. Change your routines around a little bit. Pick up the phone and call even one person or send them a lovely text, you know? And just don't take on anybody else's drama. You know, helping people is one. Taking on their drama or thinking you can help them is another. Wow, now what happened to this? There was a gazebo, a top on this. That's interesting. What the heck happened to that? Ah, somebody's having a party over here. Nice setup over there. Nice table, but I'm wondering what happened to this. Interesting. Used to be a top on it. So this is a new thing I'm going to try to do, guys. Come out and walk in the morning. I'm going to walk around the lake with you all there. Big pieces of palm. Look at that huge piece of palm on the pool. What? Yes. 3 pools we have here. It's a nice place. Oh, here's the wood. So they're going to build something new for that. All right, let's walk around the lake a little bit. There's a path over here. That's it, y'all. So I'm feeling much calmer. I'm feeling much better. People can be real manipulative, and if you're on listening and think that there's a reason that people are giving you a hard time, no, there's no reason. You're probably doing the right thing, and they're doing the wrong thing, and they're just not going to cheer you on. And sometimes it's because really God is testing you. You got a bigger mission. So you just got to batten down your own hatches, you know, and do a little better. So, yeah, this trail goes. Let's see how far the trail goes. I think it goes to the parking lot, and then it's just grass. There was a boat over here. I don't know if it's buried. It almost looks like it's buried. Yeah, again, we had a nice amount of rain, so the canals are all pretty filled up here in Florida. Pretty swampy. South Florida. Gotta come out and get the sun when you can. So yeah, they should have made this trail all along here. It would have been great, but I'll come back out to the parking lot. I think that's it. Yeah. I don't know why. I really should have done that. That would have been nice. So let's walk on the grass a little bit. People are always stressed out. See? Came out to talk to you about stress when I hear somebody stressed. This is a nice tree. Look at this, y'all. You can find something like this and come stand on that. Talk about grounding. Let's get a little bit of the sand. Look at these. Look at the bark of this tree. This is incredible. This is really incredible. This is very, the red. I'm not sure what kind of tree. Looks like an elm, maybe? I don't know. This is a beautiful, powerful tree. So I'm going to stand here. I'm going to hug it. I'm going to hug it and ground a little bit with this tree. Wow. That's what I came out for. That's another beautiful one. Breeze is really nice here, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. So happy detoxing. Keep checking us out. The Clean Way with MariLana. And I just started the Clean Way Records trademark webpage. And we have the MariLana Ross Something music channel. And eventually we'll have a webpage back for the MariLana Health channel. I didn't forget you all. Yeah, man, happy and clean health, clean living. The best if you're detoxing from drugs or really harsh chemicals. It's the same treatment, y'all. And it's a soul's journey. So I wish you all the best. Love, health, strength, healing. And may God be your guide. Go check out my song, Man of God, y'all. I think it's a very motivational song. Beautiful palms over here. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous spot right here. Love you. Mwah.